Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a blessed Sunday. And in the news this morning, policeman injured after intervening in gun attack in Portmore. A policeman has been hospitalized after he was shot and injured in Portmore, St. Catherine on Saturday. It is reported that about 11:40 a.m., the corporal was doing business at West Henderson Boulevard in Greater Portmore when he saw two armed men alight from a Nissan motorcar and fired shots at a taxi operator. The policeman reportedly engaged the attackers, who hastily retreated. It was later observed that the policeman had suffered gunshot injuries to the lower body. He drove himself to hospital, where he was admitted in serious condition. The taxi operator was also reportedly injured. However, his condition is not known at this time. The Independent Commission of Investigations and the St. Catherine South Police have launched separate probes into the matter. Mother and the Prime Minister mourn murder of award-winning youth farmer. The mother of 29-year-old C.J. Cunningham, the 2022 recipient of the Prime Minister's National Youth Award for Agriculture and Agro-Processing, who was killed on Friday in Davyton, Manchester, has characterized her son was an inspiration. Joan Lewis was at home about 6 o'clock when her other son contacted her via phone, informing her that the 29-year-old had been gunned down. The police say the farmer and Tyler was shot multiple times about 5:45 p.m. Recalling her last moments with her son, Miss Lewis said their last trip together was a visit to a primary school in Clarendon, where he dropped off seedlings before he went to work Friday morning. The mother of four said even in her mourning, she is finding comfort in the life her son lived.
It was a motivation. I said this morning, CJ, you have inspired a lot. Probably who kill you not inspire nobody. Because for them inspiration is just to go around and kill. But thanks be to God, you have inspired a lot.
Investigators theorized Mr. Cunningham was the target in which he was killed. Another man was wounded in the incident. The two men were tiling a house under construction when a barrage of gunshots was heard inside the house. Prime Minister Andrew Holness also reacted strongly to the tragic loss of Mr. Cunningham. In a statement on Saturday, Mr. Holness described Mr. Cunningham as a promising young entrepreneur and a beloved member of the community of Chantilly District in Manchester. In extending condolence, the Prime Minister noted that Mr. Cunningham's innovative approach to farming and his dedication to his community were evident in every aspect of his work. Mr. Cunningham was the owner and the chief executive officer of Fairwoods Farm JA, with a quarter-acre vegetable farm equipped with greenhouse technology. He was also a graduate of the Southwest Tibet Institute, obtaining several hard NSTA certifications. Mr. Holness said through hard work and dedication, Mr. Cunningham exemplified the spirit of resilience and innovation in Jamaica's youth. CETA claims progress in fight against infringement of intellectual property rights. The Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch says that Jamaica continues to make strides in dealing with the infringement of intellectual property rights. The agency seized more than Jamaican $200 million worth of counterfeit goods in Oteria St. Anne last week. Deputy Superintendent Victor Barrett, who heads the Intellectual Property Unit within CTOC, says the agency will continue these operations in a bid to put a dent in the counterfeit trade. He says that Jamaica has gained international recognition in recent years for its efforts to stamp out this practice. In support of that claim, he recently cited the amendment of the Patent Act, plus the work of both the Jamaica Intellectual Property Office and the police, which put together have placed Jamaica in a position where our U.S. counterfeits trade partners, they saw that we took steps to protect and enforce IPR. He said as a result of that progress, Jamaica was removed from the damaging watch list in 2020 and has remained off it since.
And the robust dialogue conversation that the government embarked on by amending our legislation, the patent legislation, the work that JIPO has been doing and the work that the JCF is doing put together, then it put Jamaica in a position where our U.S. counterpart, trade partners, they saw that we took steps to protect and enforce IPR. And as a result, we were removed from that watch list in 2020. And subsequent to that, each year the report came out. We are not on the blacklist.
Several escaped serious injury in separate crashes on Ocho bypass. Several persons escaped a serious injury following two separate motor vehicle crashes on the Ocho main road in St. Anne on Saturday. The news understands that the crashes happened hours apart. In the first collision at around 7 a.m., a public passenger vehicle crashed into a motor car in the vicinity of the Fesco gas station. The details of that incident are not yet known. The police were called to the scene and the injured occupants taken to hospital. Hours later, around 3 p.m., another crash happened on the same thoroughfare, meters away from the first incident. The driver of one of the vehicles claimed that he was being overtaken by another vehicle when the crash happened. I was just coming about to turn, and the man overtake me on the south shoulder. So when Mr. Me a turn, you know, him can't do nothing again. Him just run in at the wall. Me a turn here so him a undertake me. We couldn't even see him how fast him a go, he said. He appealed to other road users to use the road carefully. You just have to slow down, man, but you have to respect the road, you know. A whole heap of carnage, me see. Because I drive for a living and the amount of stupidness me see a go on, it's appalling. Me no know what can be done just to have them get them head together. Because of one life every man having a man, he said. According to the Road Safety Unit, since the start of the year, St. Anne has recorded 11 fatal crashes, resulting in 17 fatalities in comparison to 10 fatal crashes and 10 fatalities in the corresponding period last year. Jamaica aids the police in denting motor vehicle thefts in Spanish Town. The police have significantly dented the incidents of motor vehicle thefts at the shopping centers in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, with the aid of the Jamaica Eye closed-circuit television surveillance system. Some officer in charge of the Jamaica Eye St. Catherine Monitor Center, Corporal John Forrest, says that the technology has significantly bolstered law enforcement efforts in detecting and preventing crimes in the area, adding that people feel safe parking their vehicles at the plazas. We actually disrupted the car stealing ring in Spanish Town, and since 2022, there is no vehicle reported stolen along the Sagicor Plaza, which was a main area for car theft. So you can see the benefit of having this technology, he said, while speaking during the Guanabo Vale Police Social Action Day event in St. Catherine on Friday. Corporal Forrest informed that since 2021, Jamaica Eye has also aided police investigations into 447 criminal cases, which included the recovery of 30 stolen motor vehicles and identifying persons wanted for various crimes, adding that this is the benefit of Jamaica Eye. He indicated that extortionists are being tracked by the system, pointing out that some have been arrested and taken before the court. The officer further shared that during a recent disturbance in the town center, where people used debris to block some roads, Jamaica Eye was very useful in enabling the police to nab the perpetrators and facilitating the deployment of security force personnel to various locations to quell the incident. Corporal Forrest, who encouraged the residents of the area to install the system at their homes and the business establishments, said it is now equipped with motion detection features, pointing out that once there is movement within the range of a camera's lens, you will get a notification on your phone. Once you see something that is strange, you can communicate with the police. Jamaica Eye is there for everyone. It helps to maintain and improve public safety, and by adopting this technology in your homes, you will always be aware of your surroundings and contribute to safeguarding not only yourself but the wider community, he said. The Ministry of National Security implemented Jamaica Eye in 2018 as part of efforts to improve citizen security and public safety. The National CCTV surveillance system allows registered private citizens to share footage from their cameras with the local authorities free of cost. Its primary aim is to use digital imagery to detect and deter criminal activity and is intended to be used in the arrest and arraignment of offenders. Persons who want to join Jamaica Eye can register online at jamaicai.gov.gm.